Hoi allemaal, welkom terug op mijn kanaal. Het is tutorial number 23. Yes, tutorial number 23, going into this last tutorial of the palette focus of the Pat McGrath Sunlit Seduction, which I'm happy about because I'm bored with this palette, I'm not gonna lie. Here we are. So, I went ahead and did, what was this called, Sienna Mystique? Sienna Mystique Hypnotic Bronze so far as a one and done, and we are going to end with the Extreme Vermilion Dusk for the one and done today. Yeah, tutorial number 23. It's been a struggle with this palette, but we are here finally. And I think with this one, I am going to use it as a blush also. So we're gonna get like drama, like the 80s type of feel. And I'm telling myself to actually do a good job with this because I'm just so over this palette. Anyways, we are prepping the eyes with the Pro Filter eyeshadow primer because we are going to get funky for this tutorial. No, not really. Most likely going to line the eyes with the eyeshadow prep. No. Wow. The PMGL liner from Pat McGrath. Wow, why was that so hard to remember? Oh, this is one thing I love about this application for this primer. It has a bubble on the other end to apply. But we are going to do a very much a blown out look, so we will see how this is going to go. But 23 tutorials, I am very excited to get. I don't know what, it's actually really bad because I am a huge fan of the work that Pat McGrath does. Look at that. Look at, they are building their house. Okay, bird. Okay, vocals. I am a huge fan of Pat McGrath. Her work, her portfolio, phenomenal, exquisite, demure. But as far as the brand lately, the brand has just gone very south. They are running for the border. That is for sure. It's very evident that, I mean, like I said, now this is probably going to be coming out in June, May, June, whenever. So obviously now Pat McGrath, they announced that she is the creative director of Louis Vuitton, which is actually really amazing. And for some reason, I thought Louis Vuitton already had makeup out, but apparently not. But the fact that they're going to high class that is going to be quite geweldig. I think that is the word. But without further ado, first and foremost, we are going in with Skin Tense Radiance. Get this here so I can see this better. Skin Tense Radiance for the brow bone. Yeah. I think, I don't know, this palette when it came out, was it Barbie movie came out and everybody said, oh my god, this is like Barbie inspired. I could really see that, to be quite honest. But this Skin Tense Radiance though, oh, gorgeous. Like if you scrape some into a primer or your moisturizer or even into your foundation to get more of that glow, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Let us go in with a blush brush. Yes, they are still doing construction, so if you hear that, that is what is going on. Like I said, I really do a good job, damn it. All right, so we are going to go ahead and just begin to blush this out. Extreme Vermilion Dusk. Okay, it's doing something. It's doing something. I'm like, should I maybe do the other blush first from Patrick Tal? Ik weet het niet. But last tutorial, I used the Patrick Tal Cream and Powder Foundation I am late to the game, that is for sure with that, because that was gorgeous. I think I may or may not order some more of that foundation for my photography moving forward, but we shall see what I'm going to do. Because I do love the packaging, but because of the humidity that happens here in the Netherlands, I don't think it's good for me to keep that here. Going in with a flat brush to pack this on. Because this is packing a punch. Ooh, this is gonna be some drama, that is for sure. I am here for this, actually. I think this shade alone is actually really nice. Especially as a smoky look. I do think everybody needs a good smoky go-to look and shadow color, to be quite honest. Because when you're in a hurry, it's just always nice to be able to just, especially applying with a finger, buffing out the edges. Oh, gorge. Because I have a feeling back in the day, they used to use their finger a lot for application. Perfect. Ooh, I'm digging this actually. Look at that, look at that drama. Going in with a fluffy brush. Where is it? You know what? I need to get an, it's so sad that I still have this. And we are gonna go ahead and add it to the corner, or the outer edges. So it was raining earlier, and the sun decided to come out now. And I'm following the, so here's the thing, I have hooded eyes. I have to follow the bottom of my eyes to bring up that lift, because if I follow, obviously the top is gonna bring my eye down and close it more, but I want it more open. So for a tip, it's just always nice to follow the bottom first and connect it to the top. And connect it to the top. But for the most part, this is literally the look. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the eyes, and we will come back to see where we are before I do the full face. This is where we are at. I actually dig this, to be quite honest. It's very dramatic, that is for sure, but I also love this burgundy, this vermilion like burgundy it's giving off. Definitely some fall vibes for sure. But for the most part, yeah. Tutorial 23. Yes, tutorial number 23. Going in with the Flash Luminizer by Dior in 3. But yeah, I actually dig this color. I thought it was gonna kind of make me look sick, because sometimes some shades like this do, but it's actually complementing my eyes. It's bringing out some of that brown. Oh, gorge. But I think for the most part, any bronze type of shades or browns, I really stay away from for looks, because they do nothing for my brown eyes. Although the log from Natasha Denona's, was it Gold Palette? That was gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, that shade was beautiful. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my fingers to just bring this in and to blend it a little bit more better with the smokiness. But yeah, the foundation today, I will go into the, the Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation and medium 18 golden, number 18 golden neutral. This shade actually is pretty close to my actual skin tone and undertone, which is actually nice, because a lot of brands lately really haven't been catering to, they have been doing golden undertones, but like golden neutral is what I need. Being Native American and Hispanic mix, I definitely do have that golden olive undertone for sure. That is definitely without a doubt. But also during the fall and winter, I tend to get like a neutral cool, which is also annoying. So, but I notice a lot of brands do a lot more peach rather than an actual golden neutral. The last shade, I think I mentioned it before, the brand that really nailed the golden neutral for me when I was living in Vegas was Urban Decay's Naked Skin in 7.75. That shade was the ultimate perfect shade for me to wear. And you honestly cannot tell where it started and where it ended, which was amazing. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face and you guys will see the final look in a moment. Here is the final look, tutorial 23. Officially done with this palette, thank God. But yeah, I actually really do dig this look. Like I said, this color, this extreme vermilion really does come out a little bit more like, almost like a vermilion burgundy, which I do enjoy. Lips, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the NARS soft matte tinted lip balm because I want all the focus on the eyes. Although, should I do the Dior? No. Because my lips are a little dry right now also. Tutorial number 23. Now, after doing 23 tutorials of this palette, from a perspective of a consumer, waste of money, I hate this palette, I really, really do. But from a perspective of a makeup artist, I love this palette a lot. But it's not something I would grab and get right off the back unless this is going to be like the first warm palette that I have. I have a lot of warm palettes, so this is also a little bit of a waste of money. But I really like this look. I love smoky looks, especially with my eyelids. Let's do the breakdown. So tutorial 22 and 23, I did not use any primer because I kind of want to go back to the roots of just using skin. I don't even think I came back from the gym. I have not washed, I washed my face, yes. Let me rephrase that. I washed my face, yes. But as far as full on moisturizing and stuff like that, I didn't. So this is literally just my bare skin. Foundation is the Hydrolux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation in Golden Neutral, number 18. I like, there's no highlighter and there's still that glow. As far as setting powder, so in areas I went in with the setting powder, finishing powder from medium 3. Contour, for just a little bit of contour, I didn't want to go really harsh. I went in with she's chiseled is what I went in with for contour, and I just went ahead and did the powder. How much product do you get for powder actually? 9 grams of powder. That is not bad at all. Blush is She's Wanted double take cream and powder blush. How many grams of powder is there? 4. Okay. So this is what I have on for powder. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. Also bronzer is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Bronzer in 310, and just a lot of the real estate area is where that went. Ooh, my shoulders are coming in. Okay. But yeah, brows are still Benefit and Flawless Setting Spray Powder. Oh, Flash Dior 003 with Charlotte Tilbury's 02 Medium Vanish, and the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer 8.5 Medium. I think I do need to get a different one for this foundation specifically, but don't need any more makeup. Tutorial number 23. I hope you guys have enjoyed this journey. Look at that. Those are coming back in. I'm so excited. Journey with me. As usual, go to my Instagram to see the final looks. Next is going to be this. I went ahead and started the, what do you call it? The tutorials with these. I think I'm going to try to plan for at least doing 12 or 15 or 16 from these. It is always my goal to at least try to do 12 with these eyeshadow palettes. After this, I have already been loving this. This is that's for the sun. This is where all my natural light comes from. Patrick Ta Major Dimensions number 2. This is the rose one, and I am already living for it. But without further ado, I need to take these pictures, and I need to do some studying of my Dutch. Doei, dag, tot snel.